Hey there, my beautiful souls. Today, we're going to talk about something that hits really close to home for me and for so many of us, and that's burnout. You know, burnout is that point where your body just says, nope, we are done here. You hear about it, but you never really think that it's going to hit you until it does. So, if you've ever felt completely drained, disconnected, or like you're just carrying the weight of the world, you aren't alone. I've been there and was terrified. And today I'm going to share my own story and how you can recognize, heal, and even prevent burnout. So let's dive in. First, we're going to get real about what burnout actually is. It's more than just feeling tired. It's a physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion that's all rolled into one and is like normal tired times 1 million. It's when your body, your mind, and your soul, they're waving a red flag saying, slow down or we're going to force you to. And it's real. Now, you might be wondering right now, how is burnout different? How is it different from regular stress or just feeling tired? And that's a really great question, and one that I battled with all the time. Remember, until it hit me, I didn't really think it was a real thing. I just thought, it's just regular stress. It's just being tired. I'm tired all the time. I can deal with exhaustion. Little did I know. You can kind of think of this, the burnout, stress, exhaustion, as a kind of a spectrum. Stress is your body's natural reaction to challenges. It's not always bad. Sometimes it pushes us to perform. That they call eustress. That's the good stress. Distress, the bad stress, is that kind of like shuts your body down or puts you in fight or flight mode. Unfortunately, many people who are dealing with toxic relationships, stressful jobs, single parenthood, not having enough money, those kinds of things, that's a constant state of stress. And that can push you into burnout. Exhaustion is a step further. It's a step beyond stress. It's when you're running on fumes and you need serious rest. But burnout is when you are so emotionally and physically depleted that even basic tasks feel impossible. You're not just tired, you're detached, you're numb, and honestly, you're done. You are fried. But let me share a personal story. Years ago, I was, for all intents and purposes, a single mom. I was raising 3 young kids, juggling school, 2 jobs, and an abusive marriage. I thought I could just keep going, powering through, because that's what strong women do, right? I'm not going to sit there and whine about it. But years later, long after the worst of it was behind me, when I say years later, I actually mean decades later, when the children who now were adults with children of their own, and I was still kind of going through it. I thought things were better because I didn't have to worry about the kids, but that's not neither here nor there. The worst of it was behind me. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, I woke up one morning and I literally couldn't move. Not from pain, but sheer exhaustion. My body literally said, no, enough, peace out. And that's when I realized, oh my God, you can really only ignore the warning signs for so long. I honestly had no frame of reference for the way that I felt. When I woke up in the morning, I felt like my body weighed literally 1,000 pounds. I could barely lift myself out of bed. Now, I was working out every day. I was eating well. I had a job that I loved. Mostly my kids were doing okay, and there was no more physical violence between my husband and I. It was really just nothing. I thought things were pretty good. Little did I know my body was telling me far different. Here's the thing, your body really does keep the score. Living in fight or flight mode, whether that's from constant stress, from trauma, or just from life's regular demands, it rewires your brain and body. Chronic stress releases cortisol, which is your body's stress hormone. And over time, that constant release of cortisol takes a serious toll on you. Fatigue, brain fog, weakened immunity, even heart issues. It all adds up. But there is good news. You can heal from burnout, and you can actually even prevent it from taking over. Let's talk about how. I'm going to share 6 pretty simple steps, but really critical ones that will help you not just prevent burnout, but heal from it if you get to that point. Trust me. Step 1, rest like it's your job. And that doesn't mean scrolling on your phone. That doesn't count. Excuse me for a minute. Real rest means sleep, quiet moments, and activities that genuinely recharge you. Again, not scrolling on your phone, checking out Facebook for the mean girl from elementary school. What does she look like now? No. Rest. True rest. Step 2, set boundaries. You're going to need to learn to say no without guilt. Honestly, that's the cut and dry. That's just basic. Protect your time and energy like they are the treasures that they are, because they really are. Step 3, fuel your body. Eat whole, nutrient rich foods. Stay hydrated. You can kind of think of food as medicine. It really is one of the simplest ways to care for yourself. Step 4, move gently. Whether it's yoga, walking, stretching, any type of movement, gentle movement, will help reset your nervous system and boost your mood. Step 5, reconnect with joy. This one is really, really important. When was the last time you actually laughed? Find something that makes you light up and do it unapologetically. Honestly, whether that is picking up your grandkids and just watching them do silly things, or watching a movie that's always made you laugh. For me, My Cousin Vinny is one of my favorites. I don't know if you've seen that, but I highly recommend. It makes me tears rolling down my cheeks laughing. Reconnect with joy. And finally, step 6, ask for help. Whether that help comes from a therapist, a friend, or a support group, do not go through this alone. Sharing your struggles will lighten the load and help to prevent burnout or bring you back from the brink. If you're currently feeling burned out, I want you to remember this. You're not alone and you're not broken. Burnout is not a failure. It's just a signal that something needs to change. Start small, be kind to yourself, and just take it one step at a time. You've got this. And if this video resonated with you, please, please share it with someone who might need to hear it today. Let's keep lifting each other up and helping each other to get to the other side.